What is up, guys? Welcome to today's YouTube video. And you guys want to buy a GTI? I'm going to tell you why you should buy a GTI. Volkswagens have been around for such a long time now. It's not uncommon to see a GTI or Golf R or a Passat or Jetta around, just cruising around town. I mean, the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, all the way to the newest Mark 8 have been around for such a long time. They just continue to produce more and more fun, enthusiast hot hatches. It's such a great car to drive, very economical. I just love mine. I just want to bring that out there that I also own a Volkswagen GTI. If you're new to the channel, I currently drive a Mark 7.5 GTI, which is very, when I first bought it, 100% bone stock. Now it is a full stage 2 with integrated engineering. From tuning aspect, it had a full stage 2, and it also has a full downpipe, caddy downpipe, and a loads of fun with an ethanol flex tune. So I'm gonna tell you number one reason why you want to buy GTI. Well, they're fun. That's first off. That's an easy go-to. This is super fun, front wheel drive. Can't get any better than that. Well, the GTI was also targeted for performance enthusiast drivers. So it was basically targeted for most of the driver enthusiasts, basically for track and sport use for daily driving use, and it was very fun to drive. But the most off, GTI has been around for such a long time that they have continued to progress and put out more and more advanced GTIs and other Volkswagen platforms. From the Mark 1 all the way to the newest car, the Mark 8. I currently have the Mark 7.5. It is such a fun car to drive, currently on a Stage 2 tune from Integrated Engineering. Can't complain, such a fun car. But yeah, let's get to reason number 2 why you want to buy GTI. First off, it's very good on gas. I cannot complain when it comes to gas. When it comes to gas, I only have to fill up very so often. If you're basically gives you an option on the newer, basically 15 up years, they give you an option basically economy mode, and they also save you a little bit more extra on gas. They get up from 26 to 31 miles per gallon. If I don't know about you, but that is pretty good on gas. And if it's also lighter on your wallet, so you don't have to fill up every so often or every week or so. Reason number 3, I have to tell you, basically the performance. You get crazy performance gains on just going to stage 1 to stage 2. And if you had a GTI or a Golf R, but most likely for the GTI and you upgrade the turbo to a IS-28 to an IS-38, you get a huge bump up in power. You get almost twice the power as what a stock Golf R comes with. Now, if you have a Golf R, you would looking more into hybrid turbos, bigger turbo, billet motors, but they have a higher power output than the GTI, given that is a more race-driven, more targeted use for the track use car. That's going to produce a little bit more power than what the GTI does. That's because the GTI is front-wheel drive and the Golf R is all-wheel drive, and those are two different classes basically on its own. But not only that, you get a limited slip differential. I believe on certain GTIs, they come with a performance pack that is basically what comes with a DCCD controller, which is the same thing what the Golf R has. What also with the GTI also came with in the performance pack is bigger brakes. They are similar comparison as the Golf R, very big, having lots of loads of stopping power. And the best of all, they just sound so cool if you have a DSG. The DSG is the best transmission you can get out on the market, shifts faster than any automatic I know by far. They even use that same technology in a lot of the Lamborghinis, the Porsche, and as well as some of the other European exotics. That if that doesn't tell you something, that should basically, because that technology is so advanced, because that's how fast that car shifts on the DSG transmission. Now, Volkswagen does have a drawback when it comes to the manual transmission. It doesn't shift as fast. It doesn't shift as quick. It's you do have to swap out the clutch a lot when it comes to power modifications. If you were going to stage 2, you do have to upgrade the clutch. Given that, the stock clutch does not hold a lot of power. So if you're going from if you're opting you want a manual or debating getting a manual or a DSG, I would strongly recommend getting a DSG. The option I went with a manual transmission. That only because I just love driving manual day to day, and I don't usually go in high traffic use. I mean, if you're in a high traffic use area, I would strongly go with DSG anyways. But if you're in a like basically open area all the time, just go in manual. And if you're not planning on going power mods right away, then a manual is perfect for you. But if you are planning on going power mods, I suggest putting away a little extra money for a clutch down the road. But yeah, number 4, I would say basically it's easy to upgrade. It is super easy to upgrade and add a performance, and as well as other performance mods such as downpipes, intake, and turbo mufflers. As well as tunes. Super easy. There's so many markets out there that support Volkswagen and Audi and all these other platforms for basically the VAG platforms, or otherwise known as VAG platforms. Super easy to use, such as there's other platforms such as Cobb, Integrated, Sneaky Tune EQT, Panem, and Stratified. There's plenty of and I almost forgot about MAP Performance and EcuTech tuning. There is a lot of tuning capabilities that comes out there for Volkswagen, and so if you're looking for performance mods, there's a lot out there, and there's a lot of forums out there to help you out as well. So now the biggest reason why you will probably come to this video and wanting to know why you should buy a GTI, well, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not I shouldn't be the person to tell you exactly why you should. I'm just most likely a person just, giving you good advice and telling you all good things and bad things about the GTI. There's not a lot of bad. There's a lot of good when it comes to the GTI. There's a lot of rumors, they're too expensive to repair. There are they break a lot. I'm going to tell you those facts are completely false. They are not that expensive to repair. They're not that complicated to work on. Yeah, they do use a little bit different bolts than your JDM vehicles, and they use a little bit different oils and minerals, basically stuff that goes into the car than what most other easy to go from JDM and to your European other cars. Basically, just domestic cars, as I would say most likely trying to say, but American-made cars, JDM cars, are completely different when it comes to the the EDM market. But there is a lot of forums out there. So if you feel like you're getting stuck, trust me, I've been there. I've been stumped a couple times when it comes to a couple of troubleshooting issues I couldn't figure out when it comes to installing some parts. Thankfully, there are some forums out there that help me out. But yeah, there is so much help out there, especially for the Mark 7 platform. There is so much capabilities right now for the Mark 7 and the Mark 6. When it comes to the Mark 6 and Mark 7, they're similar but completely different motors. They have always, every generation, they have revised the motor completely. Now, it's completely different from back when the Mark IV was really popular. They had basically two capabilities. All you have to do is pull up the old ECU and swap in a new one. It's completely different now when it comes to the Mark 7s. You basically do a flash tune, and it's a lot different. And the motors from back then are usually from a 1.8 to a 2.0 to a 3.5. They have different motors out there now. So they simulated to the new motors called the EA8888 motors. Basically, it was a super high efficient direct injection motor. Now on the new motors, they don't come with a turbo manifold. That might surprise you, but yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Now it minimizes the factor of spooling time on the turbo. But the only drawbacks, it creates a lot of heat soak within the engine bay itself. So to combat that factor, you basically upgrade your radiator and other cooling mods as well. But yeah, don't take my word for it. If you want to buy a GTI, go test one out. Go to your local dealership. Go test your buddy's GTI. Go on a fun little quick drive with your buddy's Golf R. They are fun, very fun cars, and you would never regret owning one as yourself. Thank you guys for watching today's YouTube video. Take care. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. See you guys.